and gentlemen, boys and girls, the following show includes what we often refer to as language. So if, like me, you are offended by such words and phrases as arse, bollocks, tit, wank, titwank, felch, bastard, rotter, arse bandit, tongue guzzler, mother licker, mother sucker, motherfucker, twat, binge juice bottler, kiddie fiddler, and of course cunt, then you might wish to turn over or fuck off. Thank you.
So, I was a little bit of on and off social media over the weekend. Apparently I picked the wrong fucking time to do so. So I get called out in a video in the PDC by Scott Doucette. Let's have a wee look at what he called me out about.
So, thank you so much for behaving yourselves while I'm away. Drew, yeah, right.
So, bad behaviour. It's pretty a fucking given. I'm going to have some bad behaviour. I'm a fucking Ned from Scotland. How's that any different than any of the other fucking times I've been in the group over the last year? I've just been me the whole fucking time. Why is it such a shock now? Is it because I took some shots at you? Look, let's break this down. The manila envelopes. It was a fucking random picture you put up. And it was just begging for some fucking comments about it. Now, those comments were friendly banter. I don't know if that's something you have over in your part of the world, but in Scotland, we take the piss out of each other a lot. Hell, a lot of time when we meet at the pub, the way we greet each other is saying things like, "Alright, my cunt." We are a weird people. And we talk smack. I talk smack about people I like. If I didn't like you, you'd fucking know it. So, the envelope thing was a bit lightweight to be offended by, in my opinion. Now, I also called you Patches the Booty Pirate, which was an insult that wasn't originally mine. I'm not going to name who it was because I'm not that big a dick, but it wasn't my idea originally, but I found it funny. And you had been away on vacation and I was just asking how you were. So I was using some comedy banter to ease you back into the PDC after your vacation. If that offended you, sorry, but fuck. You've said a lot worse at times to me in DMs and stuff about me being Scottish, for fuck's sake. And I haven't taken offence to any of that shit. You do Podcast Bay. It was an easy joke. It was a funny joke. You're always talking about your prizes and stuff in your manila envelope, so the Booty Pirate seems a bit obvious, but why not? It's funny. But again, if it offended you, sorry. Who else have I shown bad behaviour towards? Let's think. I have called out the odd guru fucker on the PDC when they've been farming. Is that bad behaviour? I thought the point was to uphold the rules. So if someone's link dropping or farming or any of that other good shit, we're supposed to call them out on it, right? Ain't that the plan? If it's not the plan, you should really fucking put it in the post at the top of the page, because I thought that was the plan, was to call people out that were being arseholes. And I don't mean arseholes in the way I'm an arsehole. I'm an arsehole, and if people want to call me out for anything I've done, fair dues. Fuck, let's all have some friendly banter. Don't take shit so seriously, man. Just look at fucking Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, fucking Instagram. I have some fucked up comments on some pictures I've put up on fucking Instagram where it's like I've put pictures up of something I've made for fucking dinner that night and there's people saying weird ass shit to me. I don't take that as offensive. I take that as people on the internet being people on the fucking internet. But, whatever. The thing that actually pissed me off about your little video is this.
For everybody. We don't just want to see the same people, dragging each other and balking and, just being dicks to each other. We want to turn this group into something that people can learn from, people get value from, and then see where it goes from there. See just how much we can grow as a group. So as we evolve, so will you guys. What's up, Kwame? As we evolve as a group, as we grow as podcasters and as group builders and as tribe builders and as even business owners and etc., we will be able to bring better stuff, better connections, better everything into this group. So we expect you to grow with us. Not necessarily in the way that we're going to tell you what to do or how to do it, but in a way that we know we're going to start covering things that might be a little less fun and a little more tactical, or a little less tactical and a little more fun. If you're someone who's all about the meat and potatoes of, getting to the bottom of it, well, maybe you could stand to lighten up a bit and have a little fun. However, if all you're doing here is having fun at the expense of other people, there are other groups out there that can serve you. I will point you into the direction of one of my favorite BS groups, and you can join that one. Because as much as we're here to have a blast, we are here to learn and teach and grow and fuel each other's success as well. Because 1,500 podcasters all steered in the right direction, in the proper direction, supporting and collaborating is a big success and a big impact. So just take care of each other, be good to each other, help each other, stop treating each other like you're the enemy, because you're not. I am. Just kidding.
So I don't contribute. Because you can't say that, the people being here to have fun at other people's expenses. Partly, I have fun at other people's expenses at time to time. As I said, guru fucks that have annoyed me by farming or link dropping or any of that shit, that annoys me, so I have fun at their expense. Guilty as fucking charged. But you can't say I don't contribute to the fucking group. Take a look over the page. Just scroll down the fucking wall and you'll see the last 2 or 3 fucking posts I've put up have all had over 50 fucking comments on them, or round about 50. That's contributing. I've asked questions that have then got a lot of engagement. There's a lot of posts on there that have no fucking comments. There's a lot of posts on there that have 2 or 3 comments put up by you and Anthony. So it's like, these posts are getting higher engagement, asking fun questions. Sometimes I word them in a fucked up way, but that's just me having some shits and giggles on it. People don't seem to mind because they're fucking engaging with it. I thought that was the point of the group, to communicate with each other, to learn new things, to grow. You talk about growing in this. You want people to grow. Let me see where I fucking put the quote, because I don't want to put words in your mouth that you didn't fucking say. You want the group to grow with you, but not in a way that you have to tell them how to grow, but then you kind of call people out for having bad behaviour and not contributing. Here's the thing. Put a fucking video up and tell us what you actually want us to do and bring to the fucking table in the PDC. Do you want people to have fun in the PDC, put up fun posts asking from time to time random shit that isn't anything to do with podcasting but it's funny? Do you want people to only ask podcasting questions? Do you want people to only talk about podcasting in the group? Do you want people to, what's this shit, tactical post? What the fuck is a tactical post? Is that when you ask a question, so someone will write a reply to it they don't know, and then you say, well, for the answer, hit me up on the phone, when you're trying to fucking farm your little other group out? You know what I'm saying? I might act like a dick, and I do act like a dick on a regular basis, but I never try to sell shit in the group. I never try to get people to go to my other Facebook pages or my other Facebook group in the group. I rarely put up the fucking link to my show on the day for it, or any of my social media things. often I highlight other shows instead, even ones that aren't in the PDC, but I think people would enjoy. But this isn't contribution. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm only going to drop my links on the day for dropping links and my social media links and all that shit. And I'm only going to do tactical farming in the group, because I think that's what you mean by tactical. I'm also going to start a little podcast I'm either going to go with Livestream Cove after my hero, or I'm going to go with Farming Town, where I tell people how they should do a podcast, how they need to do a podcast, everything to do with podcasting. I'm only going to put an episode up like once every 6 months or some shit, but I'm going to tell people that don't post every week that they're fucking up, because it's not a do as I do, it's a do as I fucking say situation when you're doing the coaching. Isn't that right? Now, really, what the fuck is a tactical post? It means it sounds schemy. It sounds underhanded. It sounds dodgy as fuck. I want that clarified. Did you mean a different word? Did you mean posts about how to be tactical, when in the week to upload your episodes and shit like that? Because without the clarification, you sound a bit like a dodgy prick. I'm just saying. Just word of advice. A lot of things that people have been talking about recently in the PDC is all the people that don't join in, don't fucking comment. You know, you've got 1,500 people in the PDC and you've maybe got 40 people that comment on a regular basis. To me, that's not the issue with the PDC. The issue with the PDC is a lot of the people that do contribute are link droppers, farming fucking experts, and people that don't actually interact with anyone. That's the problem. The people that stay quiet aren't the issue. A lot of those people will come in, they'll see the comments on stuff in the PDC. You know, I might be at fault for some stuff. Some people might come in and go, fuck, he's quite abrasive, I better not comment on this in case he comments on what I comment on. Which, if you actually look at the history of my comments, I usually do that with my friends anyway, so I never do that with a newbie. People might be put off by the fact that it's always the same people, so it feels very cliquey to them. Other people could be suffering from anxiety problems or depression problems or any fucking kind of problem that is none of their business, but is what keeps them from posting. They're too nervous to post. So calling them out on that shit is being a dick, in my opinion. I suffer with anxiety issues. I have done for a long time. My fucked up banter and sense of humour is a shield for the fact that I've had mind fucking numbing social anxiety for the last decade, and for, well, more, the last 15 years, and for 7 of those years I was practically housebound because of it. Now, I've overcome that using fucking comedy and having cool people around me like my wife and stuff. So to get called out for being a dick because of that, that's fine, whatever. But there are people that can't comment because of stuff like that, issues like that in their life, or they just don't have enough fucking time in the day because they work 2 jobs and then they do podcasting when they can. So I don't like when people like that get called out. I think that's bullshit. I also think the way you called me out in this video was unprofessional as fuck. Now, I call people out on live stream shows. Those shows are for entertainment purposes. They're on fucking YouTube. They're listed as comedy shows. They're not listed as a fucking Facebook group update. So it's basically you're updating the Facebook group that I'm a cunt. Newsflash, they fucking knew. What have you achieved from that? You've pissed me off. I'm not someone people usually like to piss off because I'm quite wordy when I need to be. didn't think we had issues. I actually thought we were kind of friendly. I've been on your show, although you never fucking aired the thing. I've had you on my show. We seem to have a, friendly banter on it. Took the piss out of each other. We took the piss out of Anthony, who was there, piss out the audience. Seemed to have a good time. I've had, you follow me on Instagram, I follow you on Instagram, Facebook, we're friends on Facebook, Twitter, I think we even follow each other on. So I thought we were like social media buddies. I thought you'd be the type of guy it'd be cool to hang out with at the pub, but you're kind of coming across as a bit of a knob at the moment. And here's why. When people ask questions in the PDC and your natural instinctive answer to them is hit me up with a phone call or hit me up on Skype and we can talk it over, that to me smells a bit of you farming the fuck out the PDC to booster your numbers of people that are employing you for podcasting services. Now, it's your group, you and Anthony's group, and if you're okay with that being how it's coming across, I just find it strange that you went from being the guy that says, well, Chris Ripka will know something about this, or Cody Boyce will know something about this, or Dave Maresca will know something about this, to the guy that's like, hit me up on Skype. It's like, hit me up for a free consultation. It's like, what the fuck? Why don't you just answer the question? If you want us all to grow and evolve and get better at this podcasting thing together, why don't you just answer the fucking question if you know the answer? Then that person will then thank you for that probably, and then people will start coming to you going, you fucking know your shit. I want to sign up for this fucking Podcast Bay thing you're doing, whatever your fucking group's called. I think it's Podcast Bay group. That's a good way of doing it. Give them some shit for free and then they'll sign up to pay for the rest. The whole hit me up on Skype, it's a bit cunty to me. Every bit of advice I ever give is free. People do not need to thank me for it. People do not need to follow that advice because fuck, I'm winging it. Anyone that's been on a live stream with me knows I fucking wing it week to week. I'm just happy Google Hangouts is a piece of piss to work. I wing it on my podcast. All the audio shit I've learned from YouTube, tutorials, advice from people like Chris Ripka, Dave Maresca, people like that. So I've not learned by paying anyone. Not that there's anything wrong with being paid to teach podcasting. I think that's quite cool, but I'm just saying it's a group where we're supposed to be growing together, helping each other out. I don't see a lot of that happening at the moment. Now you can blame me for making jokey comments on posts that people have asked questions, or you can see that is me interacting with those questions to keep them near the top of the page so people can fucking see them. I like to have fun. I'm very serious. You probably didn't realise that about me, but I'm actually quite a serious guy. I might talk a lot of smack, but I also back it up. So, just saying. As I've said, I thought we were friends. So if you had an issue with me calling me out on a fucking Facebook Live group thing, it to me is the pussy way of doing it, because it's a video I may not have seen, and I wouldn't have seen if someone hadn't told me about it. So it was done at a time of day where I'm not on fucking social media. Not saying that's why you did it at that time of day, I'm just saying it's a time of day I'm not on social media, so I wouldn't have seen that at least till today at the earliest. So if you have a problem with me in the future, if anyone has a problem with me in the future, hit me up in a DM, tell me why I've pissed you off, what I can do about it to make it better, and we'll have a civil conversation. We can even jump on Skype and we'll have coffee or a fucking beer together and we'll have a civil conversation to talk through what our fucking issues are with each other. Don't be a pussy and do a fucking Facebook Live group thing that I may not see and call me out to try and look fucking hard to all your audience. Because you don't. Straight up, you just don't have the balls to do it in a fucking DM. I have a tiny wee group that I'm the admin on. It's made up past guests of my shows. It's made up of friends, family. But if anyone stepped out of line in that group, I wouldn't be doing jumping on a fucking wee live video in the group that they may not fucking see. I would be saying to them in a DM, don't be a cunt. Apologise for whatever they need to apologise for. That's how it's handled. So that's just a word of advice. As I said, thought we were vaguely buddies, but whatever. And I'll just finish by saying peace out and pod the fuck on.
Fuck you.